Welcome back, you mad Tiger fans. Alright, on today's episode, we're going to talk about the team selection. Sorry, stumbled at that a fair bit, but that team selection just came out probably about 15 minutes ago. We had one in and one out. Obviously, Ryan Mansell went out, and they brought back in Sam Banks from his concussion. So we'll just quickly flick over, and I will show you the team selection, and we can have a quick little chat about that. So. As you guys can see on the screen, we've gone with the backline Nathan Broad, Ben Miller, Nick Flostone. I think probably the most senior part of the whole entire team. Probably besides the midfield, but that's good. I like that we haven't done much change. We're still keeping Trainer and a lot of other guys, young guys in. Halfback, we've gone Luke Trainer, Jaden Short, Tom Brown. I think that's probably really good because if you look at those three players there, between Trainer, Short and Brown, all of them can kick really good. So really good penetration and accuracy coming off that halfback. And then obviously with Mansell going out through suspension, they brought Banks in. So Banks goes straight back onto the wing, what he was before he had his concussion, along with McIntosh in the centre. And then James Tresice on the other wing. Obviously they're liking that one left footer and a right foot on each side to work with the way they're going, which I think is quite good. We go half forward, we've got Jack Ross, Seth Campbell, Steely Green. Probably still a little bit young, but I think with the Seth Campbell there, I think he's probably starting to show what it's like when you've been in the system for 2 or 3 years, really starting to build up really good form. And I think he's sitting like 8th or 5th or something like that in the Coal Medals. So Steely Green, I think he's doing enough to stay in, but with the way Jasper Elga's playing in the VFL, and this week could be another week where he kicks 2 goals, could be knocking down that door. Obviously the forward line, Harry Armstrong, Tom Lynch, Sam Lawler. As we all know that Tom Lynch kicked 1 goal, didn't have a great game. Harry Armstrong was pretty quiet, but I think the idea is probably to keep him in. He's going to go against some really good defence in the Brisbane team, and it would be a good learning lesson for him to take away when he gets back to Victoria to learn from the best and what it's like to go up against the best defensive team in the competition. Sam Lawler, quiet again, only 9 disposals, no goals, but if you watch the videos, Sam Law on the weekend, brilliant kick coming off that back line, going into that forward line and switching. So I think we need to maybe push him up. I think maybe push him up and swap him with Steely Green and get him a bit more forward at the ground where he can really use that good kicking skills. Obviously the followers are Nank, Tim Taranto and Jacob Hopper. I still would like to maybe in between there chop and change those. Tim Taranto and Jacob Hopper, swap them around with like a Steely Green or a Seth Campbell. I really think need to inject a bit of speed, and I think you can play those two mids in a half forward line because they're both good at kicks. They both had to read the ball, and they've been playing for quite a long time. So I think you need that. The interchange, Jacob Blight. I feel like Jacob Blight's probably on the interchange just because then you can decide whether you want to throw him forward, whether you want to throw him back, or whether you need to throw him in the ruck temporarily. So. Look, all these positions might not be exactly what they start on Saturday. I think it's 4:15 in the MCG. So see how we go. Tyler Sunzi, I like that they kept Tyler Sunzi in instead of this one game, out 1 game. I feel like you've got to give him a block of 3 to 4 weeks to prove that he can, and maybe get into midfield time because his kicking skills are elite. That's what he was drafted for, so use it. So Seth Campbell. I think he was a sub last week. I think he might be the sub again this week. So we'll just see. Then Jacob Bauer and Thomas Dow. I think those two haven't done anything wrong to kicked out. I think Thomas Dow is actually playing really well. So see how we go there. And then obviously for the milestone is Ben Miller playing his 50th game, which as you can see with Ben Miller, he's played 50 games now, and you can start to see where he's actually going in his career. He's starting to be one of those best one-on-one defenders in the competition. So obviously, with some of these young players that we're playing, yes, I know we are getting thumped, we are losing, we are playing 2 good quarters, and we are dying off. But it's a process, and we're starting to see some game plan. We're starting to see what Uze's game plan is, and hopefully, 10, 15 more games into, a lot of these young players will probably tire out maybe, but we'll also start to see them gain a bit more traction to know what it's like playing the AFL. So that's just my opinion, and just showing you guys the team that we have. So. Thank you guys, I'll see you next time, and please like and subscribe, it really helps the channel.